See, so you guys have to understand that what I'm doing over here is my nice and beautiful way of life. I have my nice and beautiful dog right here. And you have to understand that as I'm growing myself differently, I'm looking to improve my life. I'm looking to help myself to attain something that's really great for myself. So what's great for myself, guys, is learning how to grow myself, yeah? I'm learning how to be myself in a nice, beautiful daily basis. I'm looking to understand straight away what I need to do every single day to succeed. So what I want to teach you guys today is how to be greater than yourself and how to make sure that you have everything you ever want. So I make sure every single day you guys understand. I'm improving my communicational skills. I'm using a camping chair. I'm using one of those camping chairs to sit down, and I'm learning how to prosper on my own. I'm learning how to do life on my own. But what I have in plan for my life over here very soon is every single day I'm learning how to go and orchestrate my life around people. I'm learning to communicate with people much more in a way that I only communicate to them when I need to. And when I need to communicate to them is when they communicate to me first. So I'm learning to never ever communicate to other people. I'm learning to communicate to myself the most. I'm looking to help myself to explain myself. But if you want to go around other people, then show them silence completely and be silent with them. Do you understand? But if you give them a call daily, no matter what, you can give them a call, and guess what? I promise you, it's always a nice thing to do for you. In terms of for yourself, you must understand, you must realize every single time that having a nice and beautiful orchestration of love and devotion and being able to call yourself a family member of some kind, or being able to love your life differently, is a nice and beautiful aspect of life for you every single day, to make sure that you're nice and beautiful for yourself, to regard yourself as somebody in life. Because if you're never regarding yourself as somebody throughout life, then what are you doing in terms of life, and how can you actually pinpoint the ladder of success? So make sure you understand that if you want to go and grow yourself, then you have to pinpoint your successful attempts to grow yourself differently, and to make sure that no matter what, that you're learning how to prosper in the meantime. I realize that for myself over here, I'm learning that no matter what, that I have to eat and I have to drink something that's healthy. And you must understand that no matter what, that as I'm learning and growing myself, I'm looking for better ways of ideas. I'm looking for better ways of doing things. I'm looking for better ways of improving myself. So I put myself in front of a camera every single day for 1 hour to make sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to prosper my life to success. I'm learning how to actually grow myself regardless. So I'm always understanding that no matter what, I'm always never fidgety, but I'm looking for a nice and beautiful situation where I have much more memory, I have much more to do in my life. I'm looking to increase my YouTube videos and YouTube status every single day. I'm looking to understand something about my life. I'm looking to make sure every single day I have that nice and beautiful tonality with myself every single day. And I'm looking to do something in regards to work. And now I make up my own work. I'm doing something that's fun and of a blessing for me every single day, which is music production and making sure that no matter what, that my voice is heard every single day. So I have all these nice and beautiful papers over here. I have all these papers over here. There's plenty of papers over here. I have to do a screenshot. I have to do a screenshot with the phone, so I can put all this nice and beautiful writing stuff, where I was 7 weeks in a hospital for myself and I was writing pen to paper, so I can put it online somewhere, and so I can go and document it, and so I can really understand that no matter what, I give somebody some money to be able to put this into an ebook, so I can go and really dwell upon my life better. So you must understand that if I'm growing myself much more, that I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning how to orchestrate my life to make sure that I have more enough success every single day, to make sure that I'm successful and I have everything I ever need. So always understand that I'm never a killer. I'm never doing anything to kill dogs or anything like that. You must understand that no matter what, that if you're learning the word I, then you come back to the I again, and then you make sure that no matter what, that it's the word I that you have to know, and you have to know the word I only. In a sense, so that way you're always blissful and you're looking to improve and you're looking to have mentors, and start reading something every single day so that you can go and bypass time. And now time is going quickly. You must understand, time is really quick to the notion. And now time is quickly going, and you must understand that if time goes quickly, so does this life. So no matter what, time goes slow and quick, and it goes fast and slow. But you must understand that no matter what, that you must be living in the words of life. And now, what do you do in a home 24 hours a day. You can do your words and you can do silence. But words, more, in terms of more words that you speak, the more silence you have in your life. You must understand that if you want to speak more words with everybody, then you speak into a video camera every single day, much more words, and then you understand straight away that you're going and you're actually growing yourself in a nice and beautiful direction, and you're making sure that no matter what, that your nice and beautiful orchestration and your vigor and your talent in terms of what you're doing every single day is something that you're coaching yourself about every single day. So you're making sure that no matter what, that you're coaching yourself in a way of life coaching, and you're doing life coaching along the way, and you're making sure that you're doing music production or whatever it is you do, in terms of it is that you do. And you must understand that whatever you're doing these days is something that's actually your passion after 9 to 5 work. So for example, many people go to 9 to 5 work to make some money, plastic. But I understand that for myself over here, I'm somebody who never ever needs to work 9 to 5. I work 24/7. I understand. So no matter what, I work 9 to 5, but I also work much more than that. I do much more. I do my passions on the side. I have a passion for music production and also life coaching on the side. And on the side, I make sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to talk and I'm learning how to communicate and develop myself. And to be alone is my greatest journey. So my greatest journey is to be alone. I mean, my dad's over there, and I understand that no matter what, that I can never ever try to be with him exactly. I mean, understand? But you must understand that no matter what, that nothing can stick you together with other people. I mean, you must understand how to unstick and detach from other people. I mean, just like Dr. Wayne Dyer teaches, that you must detach from this world and you must go into the spiritual world, and you must understand how it feels to be alone. I mean, you must understand that if you be alone, then find a passion to do and have some dogs. I mean, I have a dog here that's keeping me company, and dogs are so beautiful to have dogs in your life. And you must understand that dogs are always somebody in life, and you must understand a cat or a dog or a mouse or somebody that's actually just supporting you right next to you is something to always have in life. And it's a nice beautiful way for you to realize that you have company always. I mean, have some company around town. I mean, have a friend in a dog. I mean, have a friend in a cat that's always walking with you somewhere. I mean, understand? It's the best thing you can do. It's the best companion. And you must understand, no matter what, that if you're learning how to grow yourself, then learn how to never frustrate yourself, but learn how to go around the world, traveling and occupying yourself and making sure that you have a blissful time with yourself. So making sure always that if you're doing something nice and beautiful for yourself every single day, that you're learning something and that you're making sure that you're improving yourself along the way all the time, and making sure that your business is up and running and that you're doing your business in a definite way where you're understanding straight away that you're improving yourself along the way, and that you're moving photos from one block of folders to another block of folders to understand where to start from again, and so that you understand straight away how to feel about life much greater. So no matter what I do every single day, I'm learning how to never frustrate myself, but I'm learning how to have good stress only. I'm learning how to have good frustration. That's good. I'm learning how everything is happening for a reason. And now, since everything is happening for a reason, it's happening for me personally. So no matter what, that whatever road people throw me in, I mean, I make sure that I'm learning and growing that way possible. I'm learning how to grow myself in that way. I'm learning that no matter what, that nothing can get me fat because I live in the woods. I'm a vegan as well. I'm somebody who does have that talent, and I'm somebody who does have that type of talent, who is able to who is able to recoil a better type of individuality every single day to go and coexist with people in different ways. And I'm not saying that no matter what, I can have friends, but how many friends do you want in life? I mean, how many friends do you want in life? I mean, you must understand that what you want in life is just yourself. Actually, yourself is more enough. Actually, it's more enough to just have you in life. I mean, understand? Actually, you must understand the 10 Commandments of God says that if you run away from everybody and just stick to yourself, then you understand the 10 Commandments of God. Actually, the 10 Commandments of God says stick to yourself and be with yourself only. And that's it. Actually, come back to the word I and stay alone throughout life. And stay single, just like Jesus Christ. Actually, you must understand. So, as the 10 Commandments of God is, I understand that no matter what, that it's much more important for you to build a legacy online and to make sure that you start up having a greater time with yourself, yeah? And start talking to people around town if you want, but no matter what, that it's more just talk to yourself. I mean, talk to yourself much more than other people and learn how to understand that. I mean, learn how to go alone throughout life because you never need other people. I mean, all you need is you. I mean, all you really need is you. Just remember that. And you must understand that what's important every single day is learning how to never frustrate yourself, but learning how to have good frustration. And then understanding every single day that what you want to do throughout life is making a nice and beautiful attempt with yourself every single day, that you're learning core strategies and you're learning key skills and you're learning how to have a life for yourself. So if you learn how to have a life for yourself, then you learn how to make sure that no matter what, you're learning how to do the best job you can every single day to make sure that no matter what, you're learning how to penetrate that nice and beautiful feeling of life every single time. So no matter what you're doing every single day, you have to learn how to have a nice and beautiful time with yourself. So that time that time with yourself that you have right now is your most core interest. First, you have more of that time for yourself. I'm trying to find ways to have more time. So how are some strategies that I have learned to have more time? I get rid of friends in my life. I get rid of other people. I never hang around with other people. I be alone. I follow the 10 Commandments of God. I also make sure I have passions I do, and I make sure I invest my money in the best places. I become vegan, in a sense, and also I try to make sure that I have more knowledge, in a sense. So no matter what, those are the 10 tips on how to have more time and space in your time and life. And you must understand that no matter what, that if you're learning how to actually grow yourself in a different manner every single day, then come back to the I again and again while you're speaking and while you're actually doing content on the fly. So make sure that no matter what, if you understand that my YouTube channel and everything that I have in terms of my YouTube channel is growing every single day. I mean, every single day my YouTube channel is growing and people find out about me through other people. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that it's much more how I feel, that I'm learning how to I'm pressing YouTube, I'm pressing on people to deliver my content to other people. In a sense, so no matter what, as I grow my popularity, I'm learning how to actually do it in front of a camera. I'm learning how to do everything in front of a camera, and I'm learning how to actually study and become the best version of myself regardless. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that if you understand straight away how I feel the best kind of version for myself. I make sure all the time that you must understand that other people never care about you, but you must understand that they do care about you also. And you must understand that what you need to realize is the answer is never with them. First, the answer is with you. First, if you can stay alone, if you can understand to be with yourself all day long, and if you have good intentions with everything, and that you just do what Jesus Christ does in that situation and in every single situation. If you just follow Jesus Christ and say, I'm Jesus Christ, then it makes you the best kind of wisdom in the planet. Do what Jesus Christ has done already in life, and just keep doing that, and keep doing what Jesus Christ wants you to do. Which is the best kind of scenario for you. So make sure you understand that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. I'm looking for better ways of explaining my life in different ways. And I'm getting good at what I do. I'm getting good at speaking in terms of life with you and everybody else. But no matter what I'm doing, I create interest. And what's interest? I promise you the words I'm speaking is interest. I'm creating interest. Yeah, I'm creating something for nothing. I'm making a time block of words that I'm putting into an image of myself as well. And I'm making something. I'm creating something of my life. And you must understand to spin the webs of your life in wisdom and give it to other people as much as you can, so that you can grow yourself. I realize every single day I see my nice and beautiful dog Bundy just looking at me over there. And you must understand that no matter what, that if you're growing yourself every single time, then enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself in a way that you're learning how to come back to the word I, and you're making sure that no matter what, that as you're speaking to people and as you're speaking along the life that you have, that you're always doing audio programs. Just be doing audio programs all the time. Be constructive with what you say, and be smart to the notion that you must understand that if you have a nice and beautiful business of life, that you go and do something right now that's going to help your business grow. But what helps your business grow the most is building a brand. I mean, build your own brand and build your nice and beautiful vocabulary of understanding that you must go and grow yourself. But over time, you're going to find strategies and you're going to find techniques to make sure that no matter what, you can get popular, to make some more money while being popular, yeah? So eventually you're going to make so much money because you're so popular, eventually. But you have to speak the words to that way. You have to go speak words into that way. And you have to understand that you have to show yourself how to do that. And you have to show yourself how to build building blocks of wisdom to get there. And you're going to get there because you're going to find out throughout time how other people do it, and then you can do it yourself. And that's it. I promise you. Now, everybody's going their own way and everybody's fashionable to their own degree. But just be very popular for yourself, at least. I mean, be someone who understands yourself and be someone who understands that no matter what, that you must understand that your life is much more. So for my nice and beautiful track, I See You, I'll make sure that no matter what, I'm moving on from it, totally. I feel good about that. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning something from it as well. And I'm learning how to go and grow myself in different ways. And I'm learning how to stretch my nice and beautiful audio programs in different ways to make sure I get the sound I want. And it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning. That no matter what, I want more energy in my music. And now, since I want more energy in my music, I make sure that no matter what, that I can learn to listen to whatever I've made, and I can learn to understand straight away that it's much more how I feel, that I'm learning different architectures and different ways of wisdom and different ways of being. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, that it's much more how I feel. Every single day, learn to appreciate yourself. And if you learn how to appreciate yourself, then you understand straight away how to go and do your life, yeah? Actually, that's all you have to understand straight away, is learn to enjoy yourself through ways of being. Now, if you understand straight away your ways of being, of life in this lifetime, is something that you have to role model. And you have to role model different ways. But you have to understand that if you want to go and do the best kind of deal in the planet, then make sure you shorten some aspects of life to make sure that you have larger aspects of life happening. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that since I'm actually growing my life differently, I'm making sure I'm making different tracks for different ways of purposes. I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning how to study the game of art every single day. And I'm learning how to have a nice beautiful time with myself every single time. So every single day I'm learning how to relax with my nice and beautiful words. I have to do some synonyms today as well. I have to make sure that no matter what, that my nice and beautiful communicational style is actually moving forward in terms of life, and I'm actually learning how to actually start it in terms of how to actually study and start my life in a greater direction, in terms of a greater direction for my life. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that your vocabulary in terms of your vocals and your vocal in terms of vocabulary has to also be something much more. And you have to understand that you have to go and see to instruct yourself to have different wordings and different ways of being. But make sure you're looking into Jesus Christ always, and making sure that no matter what, you're making the best decisions for yourself, and you're making sure that no matter what, that you have more enough time and space every single day to have faith in people and have faith that you guys will and do have a great time with each other every single time. That no matter what, that you're learning how to have the best time with yourself, and that you're learning that no matter what, that your life is eventually going to be the greatest life that you have for yourself, at least, because you're just positive, yeah? And the more positive you are, and the more you give content that's positive, and the more you speak positively in your daily life, the more positivity is going to be around you. I mean, in a sense, so where is the positivity? Probably it's with you only. Probably it's with you. Probably if you are positive and you're just positive in your life, probably you're always around positive people. Probably if you just stick to yourself, and if you're just positive around yourself, probably you always have positive people around you, because you're the positive person and you're the positive people. Probably you must understand. So if you stick alone and you make sure that you're going a lone way, and you make money or whatever in terms of life, make sure that no matter what, that it's never about the money. Remember, it's more about the status. It's more about legacy, yeah? So leave a legacy behind and have yourself a legacy that other people only want and dream of. I mean, so when they see that you've done 20,000 YouTube videos online, I mean, they say, oh, that they have yet to start. I mean, yeah. I mean, I understand you. I understand that no matter what, you must understand that you must grow. And you must understand that you have to be someone who understands how to actually grow and develop your YouTube channel and develop your social media to your contentment and in terms of your way of life, and be able to promote that with people and be able to have faith that people shall be doing something for free all the time. And make sure you understand that no matter what, that everything's nice and sweet every single day. So make sure you understand that your systems and everything that you want in your life is working, and just make sure everything's working all the time. And every single day, check up your links and make sure that no matter what, that everybody's working to a common degree of interest, where you're actually understanding how to work in an office and you're actually understanding how to be positive people. So if you want to be positive with people in an office workspace, then make sure you're talking to people only when you need to. So if you're working 9 to 5, then make sure you understand that more silence is an ocean. Put your head down and work and work and work. And when somebody wants you to do something for them, then go and do that for them. And that's it. Make them come to you and make them teach you in the workplace. So make sure you understand that nobody can teach you anything, but in the workplace is when they come to you and say, hey, this is what you must do, this is what you must do, and this is what you must do. And if you're not sure on what to do, then guess what? I promise you, just keep doing what you're doing and ask yourself the question and try to copy someone else and what they're doing and see what you have to do. So no matter what, it's much more how if you take the initiative to be able to do something in the workplace, then guess what? I promise you, you must understand that it's always going to benefit you in the long run, to make sure that you understand that you go and study upon understanding what to do first. And make sure you never get to the point where you have to ask people, hey, what do I have to do here? What do I have to do? Never do you say that. Make sure you understand that no matter what you say to yourself, what do I have to do right now? And make sure you never have to ask them. Make sure you never have to ask other people questions. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself questions and answer your own questions. That's how Jesus Christ does it. Understand? Jesus Christ asks himself questions and answers his own questions. And people just ask him questions. Does Jesus Christ ask them questions? Probably never. Probably Jesus Christ never asks people questions. Probably Jesus Christ asks himself questions, and that's it. Probably if you want to understand Jesus Christ and how he speaks, he speaks more in a direct manner, where it's more omnipresent and it's more directly to you, and it's just the way it is. Understand? So you must understand that when you're straight and you just go the way of being something much greater, and you understand straight away how it feels, that no matter what, that you're learning how time exists, and time goes in different ways, but time goes fast. And now, since time goes fast and quickly, then you must understand that your life must be something that's growing for yourself right now, and you must understand that no matter what, that your life must be growing all the time in different ways, in different strategies, and different ways. Because guess what? I'm trying to give you my mindset. I'm trying to give you ideas. I'm trying to find these ideas for myself. I'm trying to problem solve for myself. I'm trying to find the best kind of deals in the planet to make sure that you guys are successful, and to make sure that you guys have whatever you need to succeed with right now. So making sure that no matter what, that every single day my life is perfect, and that I'm doing a great life for myself. So no matter what, I'm learning how to orchestrate my life. I'm learning how to speak in front of crowds. I'm learning how to become the best version of myself. So every single day I'm learning how to just understand that in the workplace, where I may work in the workplace somewhere at the 9 to 5 job, I make sure that they are always coming up to me to teach me what I have to do. And once they come up to me to talk to me, I ask them what to do, because they're already talking to me. So once they're talking to me already, and then just ask them questions, and ask them questions when they talk to you first. Understand? And everything that you want to talk to them about, talk to them once they are talking to you already. Understand? And in the moment, say whatever you want to say and find out whatever you want to find out. But otherwise, make sure you never talk to them. Make sure you never talk to other people, and make sure you understand that no matter what, that you talk to yourself only. So if somebody wants to be in your life and give you a kid, or they're going to be in your life and they're going to give you a kid. You understand? So no matter what, never ever depreciate. Be like Grant Cardone, who appreciates. You understand? Just the way he does. Just the way he does, like this, just like a Superman. Just like Superman. You understand? Go like Superman through life. You understand? Appreciate your real estate. Appreciate everything that you have in life. You understand? So every single day you're learning. You're learning that core difference of art. You're learning the different aspects of life. You're learning something that's actually helpful for your life every single day. And you're looking for better improvements in yourself every single day, to learn to enjoy yourself, and to make sure that no matter what, that your life is nice and beautiful. But no matter what, that every single day you're learning that nice and beautiful way of life that you have. I understand that no matter what, that my sentences start with I and it ends with I. And that's why I'm always understanding that no matter what, that my I rule, in terms of my word I, is the first sentence always. I start with I finish with I promise you, it's more how I deal with life. I deal with life simply like this. I reach for the stars, I reach for the spotlight. So what are some ways for me to reach for the spotlight now? I promise you now, all I can do is work online at the moment, because there's a 5 kilometer radius zone of coronavirus pandemic right now, where people are unable to go for essentials, and they're able to go for essential items like food and drink, and they're able to go around exercising somewhere, but they're unable to just go somewhere, for no reason. You must understand that no matter what, that everything's nice and beautiful. So if you want to exercise, then make sure you understand that you can go and do your busking performances or whatever somewhere, but make sure you understand that no matter what, that in terms of the coronavirus pandemic, approach, they might ask you, what are you doing? And just say, it's my exercise. I'm doing exercise here. Approach, now, if you understand that is like an exercise for you, approach, the police may say something about whatever it is, but no matter what, and for myself, I'd rather make sure that you understand that you just, for busking performances during the coronavirus pandemic, just never do it, because they may fine you and they may put a fine against you. So make sure you understand that no matter what, if you're learning every single day that no matter what, the coronavirus pandemic has certain rules and obligations, where people around my town over here is, in terms of R and in a 2-month lockdown over here. So no matter what, that we have to go and stay at home and we have to work from home. So no matter what, I'm always working from home. I'm always doing something at home. I'm always making sure that no matter what, that life is like that for me personally. And my life is much greater this way. But I'm understanding that people, in terms of the people from school and all this, are running back to schools, and they're running and doing homework at home, and they're doing homework and doing all over the place, and they're doing all these nice and beautiful things. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that what's important in life is understanding that the coronavirus is happening in your life. Then make sure you understand that no matter what, they're learning anyway. So no matter what, that for myself at most, and what's much better for me anyway, is to be at my dad's house regardless of the coronavirus pandemic. And you must understand that no matter what, it's much more how I have free accommodation. I have free accommodation over here, and I'm doing something nice and beautiful for myself. So I have that nice and beautiful way of life where I'm always learning something. I have more silence. I have more nice and beautiful life expectancies, and it's nice and beautiful to see my dog. And I realize my dog is giving me silence. Approaching, does the dog ever talk to me? Approaching, dogs never talk to me. Approaching, dogs never talk to me really. Approaching, you must understand, they give me silence, and they move up to me in silence, and they show me exactly what they're doing in silence. And if you can act like a dog in front of people, then you can always be the best friend. If you can understand how dogs relate to people in silence, then you can understand life itself. Probably you must understand that if you're just going around life being silent, probably it's more enough for you. Probably it's more enough for you to have everything you ever want in life if you just be silent. Make sure you understand that you never complain, but live your life to the best of your degree. And make sure you understand that if you want to help yourself to understand that no matter what, you're learning that you need to give people silence. Give people silence, you understand? Because dogs always give you silence. So the more silence you give dogs, the more they learn from you something. So if you want to teach somebody something, then teach them in silence what to do. Teach them in silence how to actually live your life. So every single day, learn how to appreciate yourself. Learn how to go and grow yourself. I understand that no matter what, if you're trying to give $50 to somebody but they never want it, it means that they never deserve it. You understand? You must understand. So every single day, learn how to appreciate yourself in different ways, and learn how to understand straight away how to be like a silent dog. And dogs are very silent, and they bark sometimes. You must understand that dogs bark sometimes. And now when a dog barks, what are they trying to say? They're trying to say, hey, look out, there's somebody over there. There's somebody over there. So they're warning people around town or neighbors, and they're saying, hey, guys, there's somebody walking around here. So dogs are working like that, and dogs work like that. But the thing is, every single day, learn how to appreciate yourself and learn that dogs never bark at you unless you are somebody they unrecognize, and it's somebody that you have to understand. So you must understand, no matter what, that if you understand people, then you must understand that dogs bark at people that they never recognize. But if they recognize you, then you understand straight away that dogs are silent creatures, and animals are silent creatures when they just be with you. Understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, you have to learn how to go and grow yourself and be silent with yourself. Understand? So no matter what that you're learning, yeah, you're learning that nice and beautiful architecture of life itself. So every single time, learn how to be never frustrating yourself, but learn how to have good stress and good frustration. Understand? So every single day, no matter what, you're learning how to have that nice and beautiful episode of life within you to make sure that you're successful every single day, and make sure that no matter what, that you're enjoying yourself along the way, because that way you're going to understand something for free. You're going to understand that no matter what, that there's plenty of work to do, and there's plenty of construction to do in terms of words, and there's plenty of actual nice and beautiful advertisements that we need. And what's an advertisement? Well, anything that's an advertisement is something that is an advertisement or an advert. In a sense, or something that's a paid promotion. In a sense, so no matter what, it can also be a free promotion. In a sense, so no matter what, you must understand anything that's a promotion is an advertisement. I promise you, although every single day we're learning the different architectures of different words over here, and we're stressing ourselves in good ways. Understand? Because there is only good stress in life. Understand? So that's why we're positive people, because there's only good stress, and because we're talking positively and we're talking in a better way and direction, and then we're always looking toward ourselves, and we're never looking to do something to somebody. We're never looking to do something to that, or we're never looking to do that something to somebody else. What we're looking at is to do something with them and never to them. Never try to do something to somebody. We try to do something with them. Understand? Try to do something with yourself first before you even do something with them. Try to do something with yourself before you even get to that stage where you have to do it with them. Understand? Yes, they have all the women, and yes, they have all the men. Yes, they're having sex all day long, but who cares about that? Who cares? Is Jesus Christ having sex right now? Approach it definitely with words. Approach it with words. Approach it, Jesus Christ is having sex with words today. Approach it, if you want to have sex today, really. Approach it, if you really want to have sex, then this 32-minute program that I've been having sex with you with is even much more than having physical sex with a beautiful woman. Approach it, it's much more for me to do this video for you, because that's going to go down to generations to come, and it's going to help a lot of people, than having sex with a woman right now. Understand? So no matter what, you must learn how to appreciate yourself much greater, and learn to never ever waste your money and throw it away. Never waste your money. Never throw away your money. Make sure you understand that your money is for you here, to make sure that you're successful and that you're vibing, and that you're making sure that no matter what, that you're learning something from it. In a sense, so if you're sending messages to people online, then guess what, apparently it's much more nice for you to understand that online you can do what you want, but it's your time. Give your time to only people that is suitable for you. Understand? Apparently, if people never reply to you online, then never send them messages. Never send people messages who never reply to you online. Understand? So make sure you understand that what's important for you is understand that if they never did block you, then they do care about you. Understand? So no matter what, if they're never trying to kill you, they're making you stronger. Understand? So make sure you understand that what's important for you right now is learning that no matter what you do every single day, is learn to appreciate yourself in the greatest manners. Learn to appreciate yourself in different ways, and learning to always architecture in terms of do architecture of life with yourself, and understanding straight away how your life is. Your life has to be your life has to be wonderment, with different vocalities and different ways of being with people and different ways of talking with people, to understand that yes, eventually you have to pitch people, and you have to understand that we have to pitch people and we have to make money eventually. So how we make money is in front of people. In front of people we ask for donations, and we ask for something that we need to do, but ahead of the game you have to understand straight away to go around it and to go also with it, and you must understand how to promote yourself with that, so you understand straight away how to make money in the long run, because that's the way. First, the way is understanding to make seminars around people and to make events around people, but also connecting the dots together while also making sure that you can go and dwell upon a world where you're doing a great job for yourself. I mean, you must understand. So if you just stick to yourself and 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 come back to yourself again and again and again, then guess what happens? I mean, you learn all the ideas and you learn how to become rich and you learn how to have everything because you can speak those words. And that's it. First, you must understand, if you just come back to the word I again and again and again and again and document your life, document your life, document your life, and you're solving all these problems, eventually you're going to be richer than everybody else. Why is that? Because you're leaving a legacy behind, and because you have all these nice and beautiful ideas, you give them to people that are your ideas now. Because if you give people ideas, then now those ideas that you gave is your ideas now. Because you're learning and you're teaching people along the way exactly what you need to do to succeed. And that's the whole deal, isn't it? So you're making sure they understand that I did start this video, and look at it now. I mean, now it's full of ideas, isn't it? I promise you there's a lot of ideas in this. So I'm actually understanding straight away that I'm learning exactly how to document my life, and I'm learning how to move my life in a great direction over here. And every single day I'm learning how to go and study upon my effect every single day to understand straight away I need to grow myself differently. And it's nice and beautiful when dogs and something of nice and beautiful ways of life can give you silent notion. And you must understand that if you want to touch the dog, or if you want to touch people, or if you want to touch something, then make sure you just never touch anything. We never touch anything in this lifetime. I never try to touch something. Try to feel your way through life. Try to feel your way throughout helping yourself. And if you can feel the emotions of the dog, can you feel the emotions of people around you? Be in your feelings. Learn to be in your feelings. Learn to be in the body, exactly. So you understand straight away how you're feeling. And so if you understand straight away how I feel great. I feel that no matter what, that I let go totally so I can speak. And as I speak, I shall pronounce my name forward. Be part of a community if you want to be part of a community, and understand that no matter what, that your life is something different all the time. But no matter what you guys do every single day, you must be in front of people and leading people. And you must be doing basket performances every single day if you can. In a sense, so be doing basket performances more and more in front of people, and make sure you go one place at one time. So go to one place they've never been to before and just give a basket performance there for the first time only, and then that's more enough for you to succeed with. So every single day you're learning, yeah, and you're learning something different along the way, and you're learning to become the best star always, and you're learning to always understand to never be around cafeterias while you're doing basket performances. Make sure you understand that. So every single day you must understand that if I desire to do something, I desire to do it in the best kind of way, and I desire to make sure that I have a busking license in that place to do a busking event for myself. So make sure you understand that if you're doing anything great for yourself, and if you're making sure that no matter what, that your life is improving yourself along the way, that you're making sure that no matter what, that busking performances goes away after a while. And you must understand, it's a nice and beautiful thing to do, but if you keep showing up in the same places in the same time, and you must understand what happened to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ says that if you become popular in front of people more and more and more, then they want to actually kill you. You must understand that you must run away from people. The idea of Jesus Christ is run away from them rather than go to them. Why do you want to be popular in front of people? Look at what happened to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was so popular in front of people that they kill him because of how popular he is. It still happens today. If you're so popular today, it still happens. And people kill people who are popular. So no matter what, that if you realize, never get yourself in that situation where you have to be around other people. In a sense, so every single day, learn how to run away from other people. But learn how to go the first time. Learn how to go anywhere you want to go the first time. The first time is the best time. But never go 50 million times in the same spot, busking the same spot 50 million times, because those people understand you already and they hate you. They hate you. In a sense, so no matter what, it's true. It's true. And how do they hate you? It's more that they never hate you and they do hate you. It's more how you must understand. If I show up in your house knocking on your door 50 million times, eventually, one day, you're going to say, fucking never come back, please. Stop knocking on my door. Eventually, you may say that. But there's a lot of people who do say that. If Jesus Christ knocks on your door for the first time, you may welcome him. But if he knocks on your door 50 million times, why even while you're sleeping? I mean, understand? I mean, you might get angry. I mean, understand? So people get angry because they see me 50 million times, and they say, "Fuck off and stop coming here." I mean, understand? And they told me, and if I realized, and that's what they said to Jesus Christ. They said to Jesus Christ, "Fuck off and stop coming to us, and stop giving us your 10 laws of commandments of God, and stop doing what you're doing over here." And Jesus Christ says, "I apologize, but I'm here to help you." And they kill him for that. I mean, but Jesus Christ kept going back to them. And Jesus Christ said so in the Bible, where he says that some of you are going to, there's one of you are going to betray me, and he also said that they're going to kill him. I mean, but Jesus Christ is aware of this ahead of time, and he says ahead of time, be aware of what's going to happen before it happens. So you must understand that I'm aware that I never ever want to go back to those places where I've done a busking performance, because I've realized that somebody there can kill me. I actually realized that. I never want to be pumping music at the same places where somebody told me never to do it. I mean, there are people who have told me never to pump my music in those places. I mean, there have been people who told me never come back to this place, or never come here, or please stay quiet here, or please, we ask you to turn off your music, or we ask you to go away from here. I've had people complain about me. I mean, understand? And when they're complaining about me over and over again, actually one day somebody's going to get a knife or get a gun and they're going to kill me. So they were complaining about Jesus Christ always, coming back to the same place to teach. And Jesus Christ has no option over here, but he has to come and teach you. But you have to understand that he has an option. But Jesus Christ wants to go out this way. I mean, Jesus Christ wants to see exactly what people are going to do to him. But guess what? I promise you, it's much more how I understand that that's never going to happen to me, because I see ahead of time. And Jesus Christ can show you right now that no matter what, that you can see ahead of time if people are going to kill you or people are never going to kill you. I promise you now, ahead of time, I can understand that no matter what, I'm living a long life, and I have a long life to live. But my life is something much more now, and I'm understanding that. I'm understanding that there's always a nice and beautiful way where I can go and live my life differently. But 5 years ago, I was right here, and I was doing my nice and beautiful programs, and I was up to my first course in How To series 5 years ago. And look at me now, I'm just fucking, I went in a better direction. I mean, you must understand that. And how did I go in a better direction? Because I spoke more words. To get to this point. And it's been a long journey for me. And it's a worthwhile journey. And it's a fulfilling journey too. Because I am somebody who can actually fulfill my words. I can fulfill my destiny. I understand I never have to touch anything. You must understand that most people get this anger type of vibe where they have to touch something, and they have to pat the dog, and they have to drink something, and they have to do something to touch something. I mean, stop trying to touch things in life. I mean, stop trying to touch things and try to free fall and try to touch the air in that moment. I mean, try to vent out and try to touch the air instead of trying to hurt people. I mean, instead of trying to hurt the person, try punching the air to explain what you want to do to that person. So instead of having to fucking react and trying to kick down or kill somebody, try to kill the air. I mean, get the knife and fucking try to stab the air instead. I mean, try to stab the air that we breathe. I mean, try to shoot the air that we breathe. I mean, try to vent out, but never try to kill the person. I mean, try to choke the air. I mean, how can you choke the air? I mean, vent out and say, this is what I want to do to you. I want to kill you like this. You understand? I never want to kill you. But the thing is, you must understand. I understand straight away, you must understand that you must go and grow yourself. I don't want to kill you like this. I don't want to kill anybody. But the thing is, learn how to talk, yeah? I mean, learn to vent out. And learn to never ever hurt anything in this life. And learn to understand straight away that we need to actually go and never be a tosser as well. I mean, make sure you're chucking your rubbish in the bin. Because life is a school of life. I mean, you understand? I mean, make sure you understand that money is all around. I mean, everybody has money. I mean, everybody can make money. I mean, anybody can make money. But are you able to make great status? I mean, are you able to make a great status for yourself? I mean, that's a different type of thing, and that's more than money. Roshi, great status is more than money. Roshi, what do you want? I mean, do you want great money or do you want great friends? I'd rather have great friends. I'd rather have great friends than great money. I mean, understand? I mean, why is that? Because great money is something that I never need. I just need I only. I just need I only. I love I. That's all I need. And for sure though, for sure everybody needs everything in this life. For sure you need everything to live. I mean, so no matter what, that you understand straight away how it feels to grow yourself. So make sure you understand that dogs are very smart and they're smart creatures, and there are smart creatures in this planet. I promise you, you're never the only one. I promise you, there's many people who are very smart. I mean, understand? But make sure you understand that what's important is growing yourself anyway, and making sure that you're documenting your life anyway, and making sure that you're looking for a better deal. And looking for a better deal is the only way that you can understand straight away how to go and grow your life. I mean, grow your life differently, yeah? I mean, you're learning the best kind of architecture and the best kind of business, and the best kind of sales business that you can, so you can promote yourself in your products, so you can understand straight away that you can go and grow yourself now in different ways, so you can pitch people differently. So what is making you afraid? I mean, are you afraid to fail? I mean, are you afraid to do something to fail where you make, oh, I see my dog over here. I apologize. I say, Bundy. I see my dog, Phil. I love my dog. I love my dog. I say, hey boy. Say, oh, so stati bilo, huh? See my dog over here. I realized my dog was trying to lay down, and as he went to lay down, it fell off the couch. So, oh well. I mean, I love my dog anyway. I mean, that's it. I mean, my dog never did. I mean, my dog is just a smart dog. I mean, understand? I mean, my dog is never clumsy, but my dog was never expecting that to happen. So you must understand that every single day, that if you want to go and grow yourself, guys, make sure you're learning the nice, beautiful architecture of being able to learn something and learn how to go and love yourself differently. So if you want to go and love yourself differently, love everything about your life and love yourself in the best kind of manners and the best kind of mannerisms every single day, and learn to actually betray, and never to betray but to portray. And something to portray is to do greater. So when you portray something, you're looking to see how you can actually do it much better. I understand? So I have to portray myself to do better. I understand? So that's how you speak, guys. So if you want to kill, then you have to kill better only. So how do we kill better? I mean, to kill better is never to kill in the first place. And you must understand every single day that we have to learn how to have a mindset that's worth it every single day. And we're learning we're learning how to have a nice, beautiful time with ourselves. And we're learning how to help people regardless of the situation. And that's it. If you learn how to have all your videos on YouTube, I realize all my videos I ever did post on my Mega Drive is on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. So I'm so glad I did start in Adelaide to go and portray all my videos into YouTube so that I can go and do greater. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that you can understand how I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning the different architectures of different vocalities and different ways of saying something. And anything that's a different architecture is a different speculation, and it's a different theory, and it's a different module, and it's a different way of being, and it's a different way of life. I understand, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that since I have different ways of saying something, I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to go and start an individual company. And my company is already Danny Milivojevic, but I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning how to go and grow myself regardless of the situation. I'm growing myself and I'm growing my vigor, I'm growing my components, I'm growing something that's actually worthwhile in my life, I'm growing something that I am right now. So every single day, I'm understanding that my Apple Watch has to go into Wi-Fi mode. I have to put my Apple Watch into Wi-Fi mode so that no matter what, that it works. And every single day, I'm learning that. I'm learning that no matter what, that since I'm actually understanding that my life is moving forward now, I'm actually understanding that I'm understanding what I can do around life. I'm understanding what I can do around people. I mean, you understand? So in terms of realizing what I can do now around my nice and beautiful 9 to 5 work is just this in terms of what I'm doing now. But if I have to work the 9 to 5, I'll make sure I can work something from working from home or something like that. I can go and work in a nice and beautiful factory somewhere. I can go and do some pickpacking, or I can do something, whatever it is. I promise you, whatever it is, I promise you it's something that no matter what that I can do. I promise you it's much more how I feel. And now I feel that no matter what, that if you are somebody who wants to grow your life and you want to grow life in different ways and you want to make sure that you're nice and responsible for yourself, then make sure you understand that in the workplace, less talking with other people and more silence. More silence in the workplace and just work while you work. Understand? And just work with yourself and talk to yourself. Talk to yourself more than other people is what we're talking about. Because if you talk to yourself more than other people, then guess what, Prashin, you're talking to the 10 Commandments of God. Prashin, if you're talking to other people more than talking to yourself, then you're disobeying the 10 Commandments of God. Prashin, anybody who disobeys the 10 Commandments of God is never talking to themselves. Prashin, the whole point of talking to yourself is to understand the 10 Commandments of God. Prashin, if you understand how to talk to yourself in a positive manner, then that is 10 Commandments of God. But anything that's talking negatively to themselves is against the 10 Commandments of God. Now, I've been somebody who's was very negative upon my life. And I was this close to either going to prison or to killing somebody or to never having life to the degree I have life now. I was very close. Very close. And you must understand, it's because of my negative talk. Understand? And I was unaware of it. I was totally unaware of it. But now I'm aware. I'm aware of my situations. I'm aware of how I fight back. And I understand that if I went to the crowd, or if I went to the crowd now, I'd never ever be able to, let's say, tackle me down. But many of them would try to make me a drug addict. I never want to make myself a drug addict. And I never need the crowd, because the crowd never understands how to talk. They have no idea about how to talk to each other. So that's why they do drugs. They have no communicational skills. The crowd has no communicational skills to talk. So they do drugs instead. That's why they get all the women. Because those women are also women that have no idea how to talk to crowds. They've never ever talked to a crowd in their life. They've never been in front of a stage talking to thousands of people. I have. I've been talking to thousands of people already in front of busking performances, and I love it. But I never ever want to go back to the same places I went before, because I understand what is happening in those situations. I understand that no matter what, that the first time round that you go, you learn something, that it's the best time, and that's it. But you just go one time there and that's it. But you must understand that people complain about you, and they complain, hey, this guy's coming over here and this guy's coming over here, and let him be and let him be and let him be. Understand? First, you must understand that no matter what, if you want to learn how to grow yourself in your life, then make sure you understand straight away how it feels to make sure that your life is going forward. Show more silence in life to people, and people will take care of you. People will take care of you if you show them more silence. Actually, if you really, really, truly admire friends of yours, then speak to them online and send them a message and say, hey, I love you, bro. I want to hang around with you. You can do that. I say, hey, sister, I want to hang around with you a bit. Are you available for me to hang around with you? I promise you must understand that if you want to hang around with them, then why? Why do you want to hang around? Why do you want to hang around with other people? Is it because you want to break the 10 Commandments of God, or is it because you want the 10 Commandments of God in your life? Because you never need other people to have the 10 Commandments of God. So is it more likely that you'll maybe want to break the 10 Commandments of God? For every single decision, ask yourself, is it following the 10 Commandments of God? What is the 10 Commandments of God in this situation? I promise you, everything. Everything is the 10 Commandments of God. I promise you must understand, I love I so much to understand that no matter what, that I'm never laughing at anything. You see me earlier, that no matter what, that you must understand that I'm never trying to laugh at people. I'm trying to actually always be positive in my situations. So I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that since I'm actually loving myself, I never did hurt the dog, did I? I never hurt my dog. Even though the dog hurt itself, I never try to hurt the dog. Understand? But the dog never wants to hurt itself. It just done it one time and that's it. But this time, it's one time and only one time is it going to ever be. You must understand. My dog has to really, really understand how it lays around on the bed like that. Understand? And it was unaware about the bed and about the couch. But, oh well. but she went to lay down, and there was no covering, and it fell, and oh well. Understand? Approaching, you must understand, it's happened to me many times. I went on a bike, fucking trying to cross the road, and the fucking car is speeding and hit my fucking bike, and I flew up in the air 3 times, and I fucking hit my bottom of the spine on the concrete. I mean, oh well. I mean, no compensation. I never did file for compensation here. I just forgave. I said, thank you very much, man. I have no worries, man. I forgave. I just move on now. I mean, in a sense, no matter what, I have to understand straight away that no matter what, that I'm learning that if you are somebody who's lifting weights or lifting something, then be careful about the spine. I mean, be careful with your spine. Because I understand that one guy who's Mr. Universe, he's lifting thousands of kilos on his spine, and his spine broke completely. And now he's in a wheelchair because of how much he was lifting. He was pushing himself too fucking hard, man. And too much. He was trying to lift too much. I mean, how much do you want to go, man? And fucking he lifts up these thousands of kilos and he broke his spine because of it. I mean, you understand? And it's the worst pain you can ever imagine. I mean, the worst pain to break your bones. I mean, listen, I mean, he is unable to move. I mean, it's paralyzation. That's the worst pain you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's the worst pain. I mean, paralyzation, yeah. So imagine never being able to move your mouth anymore. I mean, imagine never being able to move your legs and arms. I mean, yeah. I hear some of you say no pain there. But it's painful. It's painful. I mean, imagine having to just look at other people laugh and being able to run while you have no arms and legs. I mean, imagine how you feel. I mean, you feel normal. I mean, you feel like, yeah, I understand. But it's painful when you break your spine at first. I mean, and then when you have paralyzation, I mean, make sure you have no paralyzation in your life, but make sure you understand that if you have an injury, I mean, first it starts off with an injury, then boom, 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 and fuck, your spine and your spinal cord goes in the direction of the worst occasion. I mean, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that you have to learn that anything that is paralyzed is something that has paralyzation and has an ability, in terms of has an ability to never move anymore, because that's how it is. I mean, understand? So every single day, learn how to focus upon helping your life to succeed, and learning always that you have to go and master yourself in ways to make money, just like everybody else. I mean, you understand? So you have to learn from them and what they are doing, and you have to teach what they are doing. And you have to learn from them personally, and you have to read more from them. I mean, you have to learn more about what you need around life. And you do need an attorney, and you do need a team by your side. And you need camera hire, and you need a videographer in your life. And you need somebody who can write manuscripts for you, in terms of write your manuscripts down that you wrote, so you can give it out. So these manuscripts is a manuscript, alright? And that's a nice and beautiful way of saying that it's a translational theory. I can put this into Serbian, I can put it into English, I can put it into Chinese, I can put it into everything. And you need those kind of writers. You need editors and proofreaders to read over everything, to write everything down, to put it into content, to put it online, so that people can go and see it. And that's it, so people can read it. See, that's a manuscript. See, that's a transcribing manuscript, or a script writing. This is all script writing, yeah? I mean, script writing is architecture, and it's a way of form. Whereas this nice and beautiful video is a transcription of transcribed theory of products with ranges of ability to make sure that you're kind and generous through transactions in transcribing everything for yourself, yeah? And you're making sure that no matter what, that you're transcribing your beautiful life ahead of the game, and you're making sure that you're using all the words, and you're making sure that you come back into the present moment all the time, and you make sure that your words are always writing, and that you're always writing the words to people, because when you write your words to people, you'll find something to say and you'll find something to do. But either way, guys, make sure you understand that this video is coming to the conclusion, and make sure that you understand that no matter what, that you're learning throughout life how to become a star, and that you understand straight away how to become the best version of yourself, because that's the whole point, yeah? And the whole point is making sure that no matter what, that you finish up and have a great day, guys. I'll see you very soon.